Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video we are going to make a very simple project that is really easy for beginners to make, and it's also a great item to make specifically if you're going to do a lot of public demonstrations. So what are we making today? We are going to be making a simple stake for a cordoning off rope. This is so you can put a nice bright high visibility rope set out away from your space where you're forging to take and protect the public and little kids and things like that. It gives a visual barrier, when you're at public demonstrations and shows. So I'm going to take you through the process of making this very simple stake, and let's get to it. Okay, for starters, measurements. This is a 4-foot length of 3/8 inch square or 10 mil square mild steel bar stock. We're going to take this out and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a little short blunt taper, nothing more than an inch, on the end of this bar, of this 3/8 bar here. We want to keep a fairly blunt taper. We don't want it to go super long or super sharp because this just has to dig into soil, and you don't want to brad over the tip of the piece when you go and you put it down into the earth there. So again, nothing over an inch long on your taper. So what I would do normally is I would get a whole bunch of these made to this point. So this way you can set this bar off to the side somewhere, and you can flip it around and work on the other end, which is the eye. So that's the second step or second stage in this process. Okay, we're going to start our bend by putting roughly 4 1/4 inches of material over the far side edge of the anvil and bending it out just like so. And then we're going to carry that loop right on around. Now, you can make this fancy as you like. You can dress the ends however you want. Put little decorative swirls on it, make it look like a vine. You could really do just about anything you like there, but it is my preference when making these is to make them fairly quick and simple. So in this instance, a forged project that is done is better than something that's super elaborate and never gets accomplished. So this is why I'm keeping it fairly simple, and we're just rolling this eye and tucking it back to itself like so. And that's about where you want it to hit. You want this to end up where that flat touches right where you bend it. And again, this gives about a 1 inch inside diameter or ID diameter eye. You don't need that big. You could just punch holes in the end of these bars and that would be fine. I find just a nice little bent eye like this looks really nice and is quite effective for any size rope that you want to do. Christ-Centered Ironworks is sponsored by Blacksmithsupply.com and viewers like you. Be sure to check out Blacksmithsupply.com for all your forging needs. Now back to the video. Okay, so to get this really, really nice twist, really nice long twist, the easiest way to get this perfectly uniform is we don't use any heat at all. This bar has all one kind of tensile strength throughout the whole bar. When we heat it up, we create soft spots wherever we heat it. The grain structure enlarges comparatively so to the rest of the bar, and so therefore it will twist at a different rate. So the easiest way to get this consistent is to twist it cold. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to lock this in my vise where the eye just sticks out the other side, and we're locking it down horizontally in the vise. Then I'm going to come all the way to the tip here on the end, and I'm going to use a twisting wrench. You could use just a regular wrench, whatever you have. I personally like these plumber's F wrenches. I welded a handle on this for an extra bit of leverage. You don't have to have that, but it is handy. And then I grip at some pre-described location. It doesn't really matter where you grip at down here on the tip, just as long as it's consistent. And then we are going to give it a twist. So we just push on this, and you'll be surprised at how much twist, how much strength you actually can get and develop doing this. So there's a lot of, it doesn't take as much as you would think. So no special machines, no fancy equipment or tooling, just pure muscle. This is where it's good to be a bit of a brute. It does help out sometimes. So then you just twist this to where it looks good to you. Doesn't have to look good to anybody else because, well, it's just sticking in the ground, right? So we're going to get this twisted, and I'm looking to make sure that this surface that goes into the ground is in the same plane as this surface over here. So as long as it's that, I'm going to be happy. So I'm going to work that until it looks about right, and we're good to go. Just like that, you have one really nice, easy, even twist. Now I will have to come along and do little straightenings as I go and just look at it, look where it needs to be straightened at, and just give it little tweaks as you go. And just like that, you have yourself a nice demonstration steak. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Thank you to all of the channel members that make this content possible. Greatly appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you to all the loyal subscribers that have been following us for years. We do appreciate you. We could not do it without you. So thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless.